the saddest thing of this whole thing, it happened
right
in front of the kids. And, they saw Grandma. Well,
Maud
when
Cox,
she passed,
they saw her.
she messed herself too.
Choking on
the kicking and spinning around on the ground. Very traumatic for the children, Ray. And
she was 94.
Yeah.
And how old were her grandchildren?
What's that?
How old were her grandchildren?
2 and 3, Ray. Now,
she's 94.
Now, if that isn't enough, seeing Grandma kick around and mess herself dying, they were sitting at the table and they could just barely see, when the dingoes come up and got her and drug her off and her shoe come off.
Oh.
Those kids are never going to be right.
Never be right.
No.
Do we have a current temperature?
The temperature has went down.
Yeah.
It's currently 44.
Thank you, ladies.
There we go.
That's your weather.
It always goes
with
up.
Marvin and poor best to the Cox family.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Marvin is thinking about the Cox all
nothing
day.
but bad luck.
Yeah. So if you,
the Cox are in his prayers.
Yeah. Tragic, Ray.
Now, what's your name, little girl?
Crystal.
Why do you listen to Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster?
Because it rocks.
Nice cans.
Why did you get to have him on the radio? What? Ray Lytle. Yes, I love you. Listen to you in the morning. But you're a fat mother. Can't see where the
Well, Ray, we seem to be in Critics' Corner here. I'll try to get a little more favorable interview. A one-arm paraplegic playing a drum solo. God-loving. He's very good. Please stop drooling. Well, Ray, we have this guy that does a Marvin impression. What's your name?
I'm Andy. How you doing?
Okay, he says he can do a Marvin impression. So here, without any further ado, here we go. You dirty whore! You dirty whore!
Are you talking to me?
Ray, I'm on the dance floor now. There's like everybody's grabbing my ass. Okay, I wanna, honey, can I see your boobies?
I don't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you won't. I'm looking for the girl that showed me her kids. What's up, man? Oh, there, is that her? I found the girl. I found. Ray, you would not believe what the hell is going on here. A little to the left, girls. Do it like your mama taught you. My pants are getting ready to come off right now. Hey, that girl just showed her tits again. My pants are falling down. Yeah, baby. There's plenty of Marvin to go around. Oh no! That's terrible. Put your pants up, Marvin. What's that? Put your pants back up. Ray, it's a Saturday. After last night, my head is throbbing. Oh, it's throbbing. I will not let you down, for I go to bed every night at 8 o'clock, so I can be fresh and perky for Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I don't know where I'm at, Ray. Call me if you can hear me. If you do, I'm a gay superstar. I'm a gay superstar.
You know, fuck. We wanna grab him, touch him, lick him, and see how they are.
Jumping out of bed at 5 in the morning, turning on the radio, scratching my balls and drinking my coffee, taking in the morning.
There's one other participant in the conference.
Now he is a
Connect
master
yourself.
of the disaster. He knows just what to say. He's big, he's large, and he's in charge. You can out chin and start your day. Mobile unit headed on a mission, speaking and thinking and rooting. Living up the streets and taking over business, jumping in your face with a funky attitude.
very low class back then.
Come on. Morning disaster. Get up, fuck. Come on. Morning disaster.
I'm Bodine. I'm with QLT, the radio station.
Get the mic. Get the mic. Get the mic.
The mobile units rolling into your neighborhood today to make some noise and raise some hell till the cops hold all the way. Small town touring, burning up the region, everybody feels the flow. Bands are riding and CD signing, waiting for the morning disaster show.
The morning disaster is part of your complete and balanced breakfast and contains 100% of your recommended daily allowance of vitamins and minerals. Yeah, right.
Every lady's fantasy. Carl. The hot Carl. Every lady's fantasy.
Yes, hello, ma'am. I was wondering if you could help me. I have a chimpanzee, and he will not come down. He has been up for the past 2 or 3 days.
You know, if he wasn't drinking, he was doing something with a crack pipe.
You know,
Just bend over here, son. Hey, come here, boy. Come back here. Take it from me, gay floor superstar Peter Rogers. We'll be the kid on the mix. We'll be the kid on the mix.
come on.
We'll be the kid on the mix.
Morning disaster.
Just not let him do that.
We'll be the kid on the mix. That's right. My granny's beaver smells like fish.
Oh boy. Well, there we go.
Thank you for waking me up.
Oh, there we go. Good morning, everybody. It is Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster, brought to you, as always, by our friends at Recon Tex on the corner of 8th and Black. Recon Tex. They're there. You can get your car detailed. They will do steam cleaning, disinfectant, and have your car look like it's brand new. Plus, they do coatings. It's Recon Tech 670-1132. Brought to you by Head West Subs. That's right, Head West Subs. When you want a great sub, you know you've got to head west. Hendricks Home Furnishings. There's no furniture store like Hendricks. It is so worth the short drive to Verdun to be taken care of, respected, and to get that great delivery. And Simply CBD. That's right, Simply CBD. Get that CBD, and you'll feel good. You'll feel better. Like before I went to bed last night, my wife rubbed Simply CBD balm on my knees. That's right. That's
very nice of her.
That's how good a woman I have. She actually rubbed. She knew my knee. She's like, "Your knees are hurting." I said, "Yeah, it's raining." She goes, "Well, let me rub some stuff on your knees." And I was like, "Oh yeah," and I liked it. You know, she's rubbing on. She went up a little bit. You know, rubbed on the thigh.
Went up the thigh?
Yeah, went up the thigh a little bit. Felt good. I do it every day, every night, every morning usually. But I did it last night and it really helped. It helps. It does. It's not a miracle cure, you know, but it helps. It makes it hurt less, and therefore it makes you live your life a little bit easier, which I really enjoyed. So thank you to Simply CBD. 2 locations, either just south of Wabash on the Wabash MacArthur curve, and their new location, Sangamon Center North. And of course, Core Installation 741-1079, and DTE Technologies 408-0001, and 2 men in a truck. 2 men and a truck. Movers who care. 866-0864. Well, we are here. Good morning, everybody. It's a Monday morning. It's Ray Lytle's Morning Disaster. I'm Ray, along with America's sweetheart, Nick Talk _78.
Good morning.
And Nikki.
And Nikki.
She wants to know if you guys are you rock hard?
Oh my God.
She'd like to know. I bet you would like to know.
I bet you would like to know, and that's
Yeah.
why you're asking.
I bet you're just sitting around your house wondering.
She wants pictures.
Yeah, she goes to the chat room when we're on the air, and she goes, "Oh, Brent, I bet he's rock hard."
Oh
Slide
no.
into people's DMs.
Yeah,
Mm.
Jeff, I bet he's rock hard. I wonder if he'll send me a picture.
Oh, stop.
Then she goes, she goes, Adam, I bet he's rock hard.
Why do I have to sound like a monster? Every time.
Rock hard.
Brainy monster.
Diane, I bet she'd be rock hard if she was a guy. Bubba's always rock hard. I bet he rock hard. Yeah, we know what
This is
you
the
do.
worst version of Romper Room I've ever heard.
We know what you do. You go through the chat room, deciding who is meeting your qualifications. We know what you're up to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Oh my goodness, I'm tired.
Me too.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed I went to bed at a good time. I'm just Monday morning tired, you know,
Oh yeah.
from a weekend of exuberance. Oh my God. For dinner last night, I had the fattest, juiciest steak. Oh my God.
Nice.
My wife made a steak to perfection. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. But I feel like I overdid it. Like I'm paying the price now. I feel like I have to try to fast for like 3 days.
You got a protein hangover.
Like just not eat at all. Try to go without eating. I think I'm gonna. Usually I eat around noon or 1 o'clock on a Monday. I think I'm just gonna try to skip it today and eat tomorrow. See if I can last it tomorrow.
Clean your colon out.
Good for you.
Well, yeah, because I just ate too much.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for energy?
I'll just be rock hard.
Oh God. Don't you have to work out today?
No workout today. Well, I am going this afternoon to do some cardio. Yeah.
So you need your energy.
I work out tomorrow morning right after the show. That's the next.
It's not like you carb loaded.
See, what I do is on some workout days, I do weights. Okay. And other days I just do cardio. Today's cardio day. It's cardio day today. Yep, that's right. I'm gonna go there. I get to go there and turn on the ladies. I see Nick was entertaining the masses with his TikToks this weekend. How many did you?
I tried to.
How many did you do?
I think 3.
Yeah,
3 or maybe 4.
You churn those fuckers out. Good Lord, you churn.
It doesn't take that long to do.
You churn those out. You do a lot of them.
I really like the one with the toilet.
Yeah, he did some kind of dancing toilets. I don't know what the hell that was.
It was a singing toilet.
How did you have your toilet do that?
Well, it was over at my sister-in-law's house, and I just used my hand.
Oh, it was your hand that you used?
I just, angled the camera so it didn't see it.
And then you had the toilet dancing.
Singing.
It was singing.
It'd be impossible to make a toilet dance.
It looked like it was dancing. I mean, it looked like the toilet was having a good time.
It was serenading me.
Yeah.
I want to see his butt.
Want to see my butthole?
So did your sister-in-law have any? So what? You were at your sister-in-law's house and you just excused yourself to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And you start finding her new rolls of toilet paper.
Yep.
And
she's got a nice bathroom. I didn't want to do it in my bathroom.
And so you go over to your sister-in-law's house, you excuse yourself and go to her bathroom and start.
First of all, I never excuse myself. I just get up and go.
So, but then you started filming TikToks.
I'm not some sort of royalty of, excuse me, I have to use the loo.
I'm saying, did she have, and then eventually they saw it. You know that.
Yeah, of course.
She and your wife and everyone were looking at your TikTok.
My wife saw it. She goes, "What the hell did you just do?" And then she's showing everyone.
And then you had a singing toilet, which was crazy.
Do they ever wonder where you go and are like, yeah, he's doing another TikTok?
No one cares about me to ask where I went to.
But I bet the singing toilet got a lot of views on TikTok. Did it?
Let's see here.
It should have. I thought that was inventive. I thought singing toilet was kind of creative.
Only 210.
Oh, is that it? Oh,
that's not very good.
Why do I have such a failure on my show?
Hi.
I know, right?
Only 210.
I'm probably shadow banned for some reason.
Well, it was a toilet.
It was a toilet.
Yeah. And then the other thing was I saw your kid was playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cute.
Where's the toilet?
And your kid was playing football. I saw him, run a couple.
Yeah, he did a couple plays.
Yeah.
That's
and then I saw the Bears game. How about the Bears game yesterday? Did anybody watch that? Holy shit. The Chicago Bears were losing. I mean, they were losing horribly. And then in the second half, they switched quarterbacks. They took out Mitch Trubisky. And they put in Nick Foles. And then Foles goes in and throws like 3 touchdowns and they win the game. It was unbelievable how good they played. And the Bears won that game. That was a game that I was watching the first half and I was like, because I put money on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, shit, these fucking Bears. They did it again. And I turned it. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go watch the Browns game. The Bears look like shit. I'd also put money on the Browns game. So I'm like, I'm just going to go watch
That's really
that.
bad when you leave a Bears game, you go watch a Browns game.
Well, I wanted to watch what I put money on. I put money on 3 games early. I put money on the Bears. I put money on the Browns to beat the Washington football team. And I put money on the LA Rams to beat the Buffalo Bills. All right. So I turned off the Bears and I started watching Cleveland. And then I come back to the Bears after halftime and Foles is in the game. Foles. He was in the game. And all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, they're within a couple of touchdowns. And then all of a sudden I'm like, holy shit, they can tie this game up. And then all of a sudden they take the lead. It was unbelievable that they won that
Bears.
game. Yeah. And then the game that ended up losing. So I won money with the Bears. I won money with the Browns. And then I lost everything I won. The LA Rams were leading. All right. They were the underdog. So I got like plus 3 points for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I got plus 2.5 for them. So they took the lead 31-28 or 32-28, whatever. They took the lead in the game. And then the Bills had the ball with seconds left. And they throw this bomb pass to the end zone. And it was the worst it was embarrassing pass interference called. They called on the Rams. And it cost the Rams the game. I mean, serious. The NFL should be ashamed of themselves for how they fucked me and everyone else who bet money on the Rams. And well, they should be ashamed for how they treated the Rams. But yeah, it was ridiculous. That game was crazy. So all the money that I won with the Browns and the Bears, I lost it all in the Rams game. That's the worst part about football betting.
Yep.
Is you like when you bet, I got to get myself to just bet one game,
Because you're an addict and you can't stop gambling.
I should have, well, no, I didn't bet every game, but I should have taken all the money that I put on all 3 games. I should have taken all together.
Put it on the Bears.
Yeah. And literally just put it on either the Bears or the Browns. Well, the one that I was most sure about was the Browns. I knew when I looked at the schedule, I'm like, oh, the Browns are going to win that game. There's no doubt in my mind. I should have just put it all on the Browns. But no, like a dumbass, I spread it around. That's where I screw up. I spread it around.
What you get for spreading.
Yeah, that's what I get for spreading.
You get screwed.
As Sean would say, that's what you get for betting on the Rams.
Yeah. And then I made the mistake of I bet on the Arizona Cardinals for the late game. So I went from I was up to being way down. Oh well. And then I said, well, I'll make it up. I'm gonna bet on the Boston Celtics. I'm like, here you go. Here's my pick.
Didn't you learn your lesson the other day?
I'm gonna put money on the Boston Celtics to force a game 7. Yeah, this is gonna be brilliant. And the Boston Celtics lost. Yep. Oh well. Yep.
Didn't that just happen?
Yeah, the Boston Celtics series. Whoever I bet in each game is a 6-game series, right? In all 6 games, whoever I put money on lost. I made 6 different bets. 6 different bets in that series.
Way to fix the playoffs.
Every bet lost. Yeah. Every single bet lost. Oh, well. I should be ashamed of myself. Sadly, I'm not. For some reason, I'm not. I have not hit rock bottom yet. Oh, well. I keep trying. All right, I guess we should jump into things. Are you guys are you guys ready for pumpkin spice?
No.
Macaroni,
absolutely not.
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, hell no.
Whatever
I saw
it is,
that.
no.
Yep. That's right. For some,
Yuck.
I don't. Does anybody understand the pumpkin spice madness of this country?
I don't know.
Does anyone?
Maybe it's because they only let you have it at a certain time of the year.
I don't have pumpkin spice anything, but I know some people really like the pumpkin spice coffee.
The pumpkin spice Captain Morgan's really good.
They have Captain Morgan that is pumpkin spice flavored. By the way, what does pumpkin taste like? I don't.
It's like a sweet, spicy with all the fall spices in it.
All right, Rocky is now. Yeah, Rocky joined the show, the chat room, and immediately put up the picture of the Kraft macaroni and cheese pumpkin spice. Yes, this is crazy. Last week, Kraft created a pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese. It was only available in Canada, but apparently everybody in the United States was bitching about it when they released it on social media. So now they realize they should put it out in the United States.
I just don't understand it.
The
Pumpkin spice mac and cheese.
The Kraft Corporation will be giving away boxes of pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese to 1,000 people. Oh, who would want that?
Nobody's gonna buy it.
Who in the world would want that? Rocky,
I think it's for a limited time.
Would you eat pumpkin spice macaroni and cheese?
No, I don't like macaroni and cheese, so I wouldn't eat it anyway.
I'd rather cut off a finger than eat pumpkin spice flavored macaroni and cheese. Ridiculous. I don't do pumpkin spice anything. Nick looks like a pumpkin spice coffee drinker. I bet that.
Captain Morgan's good.
I bet on his TikToks. I bet he's drinking pumpkin spice flavored latte.
Fuck no.
I like pumpkin spice, like candles or whatever for fall, but pumpkin spice in the summertime and stuff. I'm not into all that. Definitely not the food.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for pumpkin spice.
I'm gonna go to Nick's TikTok and I'm gonna put comments on all his videos. Like, the videos when you say you're America's sweetheart and you're you walk out there and you're drinking coffee. I'm gonna go to all
Which
those,
I'm not drinking coffee.
I'm gonna go to those videos and I'm gonna say, he's drinking pumpkin spice. He's drinking pumpkin spice. I'm gonna go and make comments on your.
It's a good way to get blocked, Ray.
Please. Now that would be funny. Please.
On your Nick Talks.
I would love that. I think we all would love that.
Good way to get blocked.
And so much for your suggestions.
That would be a great way to make your biggest TikTok fan angry at you. This is the kind of sicko you are to block your biggest fans. Yep. Yeah, he's always got those videos where he's.
Want to go that route? We can go that route.
He's always got those videos where he's drinking coffee
or gravy.
Or gravy. I like the gravy ones better.
Of course you do.
Gravy.
Pumpkin spice.
I'm gonna say
I can make a label and put it on the jar.
Yep. I'm gonna say
it's that time of year again. Time for the
people try to make jokes about pumpkin spice, putting it with things that would never actually be pumpkin spice, but it's like there's nothing left. Everything literally is pumpkin spice at this point.
Especially when you take the mac and cheese.
I just don't understand that.
Yeah.
Cheesy and pumpkin.
Well, it's it's a publicity, oh my God, pumpkin spice. Everybody buys the one box that's in love with pumpkin spice and then we're done. And people like us will talk about it and give it free publicity and it'll make people think of, regular mac and cheese and then they'll go out and get some of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that so whoever thought of this, I don't know who thought of pumpkin spice, but as it turns out, they're genius. I mean, they have been fooling us. By us, I mean America.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, they have been. It's the Illuminati. They have been fooling us for years with this pumpkin spice, and they've convinced us somehow that it's a treat, that it's something good.
Yeah,
and a bunch of dumbasses.
That's a limited time treat. You can only get once a year.
Yeah.
And not to mention this whole thing about this great pumpkin that's supposed to come around at midnight. You're supposed to be running around every year looking for some sincere pumpkin patch. What the hell is a sincere pumpkin patch? It's all the same thing.
Every year when I watched that, I swore to God the pumpkin was going to show up.
Has anybody ever seen an insincere pumpkin patch? would be a good Facebook question.
Insincere.
Oh, yeah, pumpkin spiced everything. Absolutely.
But every year now it's macaroni and cheese. I can't. They flavor. So I guess they flavored the cheese, right? And it's pumpkin spice flavored cheese.
They're not going to flavor the noodles.
You know, whatever, mix in the thing and mix it up and good to
Yeah.
go. It's a limited time thing. I'm sure they didn't put much thought into it.
Well, it's still people are going to want it.
But speaking of things that you can eat, how about the new selfie cakes?
What? What's a selfie cake?
A selfie cake is a cake made of your own face, but it's not like those old ones with just the photo. It's like a 3D figure of your head and like bust, I guess, you know, from chest up.
Really?
Like a piece of artwork, and it's cake.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. I'd eat my face.
Would you eat your own face?
Of course I would.
I'd eat
Just one step closer to cannibalism.
Right.
I'm gonna get a face
It is
of
cake.
I'm gonna order a face of Nick and eat it on TikTok. Oh, that's
beans
great.
and
Look at
nice
that photo.
carrots.
Oh, that's
no.
fantastic.
How wow. I guess you wouldn't buy that for yourself. That's more like something at a birthday that someone would get for you or something like that.
I want the eye.
Cake of their own face.
I'd eat myself. I definitely would.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, it would taste depends on how tasty the cake is, and I'd want chocolate.
You know, some people want the corners. I'm like, I want the eye.
Right. Like if you could have any part of the face or a chest up, what part would you want? Like if they're like, oh, it's your birthday, you get first piece.
Oh, I'd eat the whole forehead.
Oh, that would have the
Biggest
least
part.
amount of colorful, different flavored icing on it.
Give me the nose.
See, I'm just trying to think of the biggest piece.
I'm trying to think either lip, mouth, or eyes because you'd have all those different flavors.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Icing.
Well, if I ate from here on up, I'd have the chocolate, the dark, the
Oh, you're talking about the whole damn top of the head.
yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. I'm
I
talking
thought you just you scoop out the fork. Wow. Okay.
I'm talking
All right,
half
that's
I'm
like-
talking half the cake.
That's like quarter of the cake, but okay.
Yeah. I would have I'd have the frosting for the hair and the frosting
Where do you
the brown
where do you put
frosting
the candles?
out of the nostrils. The candles will go right out of the nostrils. I would-
Just bizarre.
I wonder what that would cost. I bet those are expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. It's 3D cake. I mean, that's
Mm-hmm. People are in the chat room wondering if Rocky. They said, "Happy birthday, Rocky." Did Terry spoil you?
oh, thanks.
Did you have a good birthday?
Oh yeah,
Did you do
it
any?
was great.
Did you do anything special or?
No, there's really not a lot to do.
Yeah,
I did get a nasty gal for my birthday though. Woo!
you got a. You got a what?
Oh, what?
I got a nasty gal.
What is a nasty gal?
Got a nasty gal.
Oh boy, look at that. What in the world? Who is that?
That is, she's called Betty Davis, but obviously not the actress.
All right.
She's Miles Davis's ex-wife,
Oh wow, that's awesome.
and she sings about being a nasty gal.
Oh, I'd love to hear. Now I want to hear it. Nasty gal.
No, the one you want to hear is this other nasty gal. This is the one you want to hear.
LaWanda. And, oh, from Sanford and Son.
Yeah.
She's got an album.
She's got an album called Watch It Sucker.
Watch it, sucker.
So yeah, that was his birthday.
Oh, I've got to hear some of that.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's kind of wow, is it late enough in the day for her?
So I didn't know you're saying Arn Esther from Sanford and Son had an album in the 70s.
Yes, she had like 3.
Oh wow.
Wow.
So yeah.
Shut your mouth, Fred Sanford. Oh, that would be great. I didn't know she had an album. That's fantastic.
I can play you a piece of it.
Yeah. I'd love to
with
hear
a
it.
warning.
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, this has to do with let me make sure I have the right one here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, this has to do with comedy about mental illness, so it is a bit dated. Just so everyone knows.
All right.
There was a woman in the crazy house. This was a white broad, see. The bitch was so damn crazy, she climbed all up the walls and things.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
And she was so damn crazy, they put her in the padded cells. And every day, the colored nurse would go and check on her, to see how crazy she was. And the nurses could tell how the condition was by their patient's conversation. So this broad was climbing all up the wall, just screaming, I want a long black dick. That motherfucker was climbing the walls, honey. I want a long black dick. The colored nurse say, what did you say? Yeah, this white broad didn't make no better. She kept climbing. I want a long black dick. Yeah, the colored nurse say,
Oh my goodness.
you was crazy as hell when they brought you here. She said, but you in your right damn mind now.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't hear any of it.
That was great. I want a long black
Weekend.
dick.
I've been running around going, I want a long.
Of course you did.
You in your right mind now. That's fantastic.
Oh.
I would have loved to have seen that woman in concert. Oh, it would have been great. I love Down Esther. I think she was the best part of Sanford and Son.
Oh yeah, she never heard her like that before. So
So
she's
good.
always like the church going, like, trying to talk about Fred sinning and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
I just love it. You shut up, Fred Sanford, you sucker. I love it.
Beautiful Ozzy Osbourne from Japan.
And you found an Ozzy Osbourne from Japan. That looks.
Yes. That cover.
What year did that come out?
That's frameable. 82.
Wow. She had a good birthday. My mother thought it was my birthday. So Friday, she wished me a happy birthday on Facebook.
It's not even October yet.
I know, and I go, thanks, Mom. It's very sweet of you, but it's not my birthday. And meanwhile, that was after people on Facebook had just seen where she had put happy birthday, son, And so the comments were filled with people going, oh, happy birthday, Ray. Happy birthday, Ray. So it was, and then I was getting messages all weekend. Happy birthday. Of course, it wasn't my birthday.
I got a phone call. I got happy birthday sung to me. And it sounded like one of those kind of corporate, like your Allstate insurance calls with the recorded, chorus of people singing happy birthday. And the name is kind of inserted. You can tell. And then they ended the song and it hung up. Like, I have no idea who it was from, but thanks.
Wait a minute. Someone called you and someone called you and sang happy birthday and you never know who it was from.
No, it sounded like, a professionally made thing. And there was a little bit of a pause, like, it probably came on and said, hey, happy birthday from your friends at Offenburg Mazda or something. But it was too long of a pause, I guess, and the thing just hung up. And so I just got happy birthday anonymously sung to me. So thanks.
I ordered you a cameo from Nick Talk.
Oh.
But
hey, there's I looked that up. There's like 1,700 TikTok personalities on there.
On Cameo?
On Cameo, like 1,700.
Wow.
I was looking all over it. You know who the best Cameo to get is? The only one worth it. I think it's like $50, especially with Halloween coming up. Terry Todd.
Who's Terry Todd?
He is the guy that played Candyman. Don't do a birthday one or something. Just order one for somebody that says, I hear you said Candyman 3 times, Jennifer. Don't turn around. Because that was this whole thing. You had to say Candyman 3 times or whatever. Can you imagine saying Candyman 3 times and that dude appears on your phone saying Ray?
Oh, God. I could not imagine being a celebrity that has a TikTok. I mean, that has a Cameo, and then like somebody orders you, and then like the people don't even know. That would be I think that would be the worst.
Well, they have samples of what, if you can, when you order one, you can choose whether you want it to be public or not and have everybody see it. So some of these people have ones on there that, you know, people have ordered and they're showing. And some of the, like the comedians, like the lower tier comedians, they'll go on for like 10 minutes and they'll make a whole comedy routine looking at the person's Facebook and talking about clothes they're wearing and the town they're from. And so some of them really get into it. It's actually pretty cool if you're a fan of, like, you know, some of the touring comics. But yeah, most of the celebrities are like, hey, heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Joyce.
Like,
and that's it.
My actual birthday is coming up in October, and I can't think of anyone. Well, just like here, it was your birthday. And you couldn't think of anyone that you would want because we asked you.
No. The only one I thought of, like I said, would be Terry Todd to give to somebody for, like, not a birthday, but for, like, you know, Halloween or something. The Candyman appears on your phone. And I would hope he'd have the hat on and, you know, understand that people want Candyman. They don't want actor Terry Todd.
Yeah, I was also in, you might know me from Candyman, but I was also in The Adventures of Pippi Longstocking in 19, you know, whatever. I think, I can't think of anyone from Cameo that I would want for my birthday. Yeah. I'm sort of like you, Rocky. There's nobody that I could think of that I would. In fact, if most people would, you have to pay so much money for those people. Like a family member got me a Cameo or something, I'd be like, I'd call them and go, you spent $75 to get
yeah, that's the thing.
To get so
what else could you have bought? You know,
just next time, give me the money. If you want to give me something,
so I can bet it on the Bears.
Yeah, just give me the $75. That would be the greatest birthday gift I could get. Rather than you getting me some Cameo or some douchebag I never heard of before. I think a lot of people would feel that way. But obviously, that must not be true because when you showed us the website for Cameo the other day, there's a shitload of celebrities on Cameo that are doing this stuff. I mean, it's crazy.
And probably making serious money. I mean, you can see comments. You can't, some of the videos are private, obviously, but you can still see the comments that people have left. And I'm looking, and there's like 3 comments from today on some people's pages. I mean, they're like making these like 3 in a row, you know, every day going and making it. Can you imagine being a celebrity and just making quick little 2-minute videos, make 3 of them? You've just made $400 and doing that every day. That's got to add up.
That's got to be better than these celebrities that go to conventions and charge people for autographs.
Well, and with COVID going on, there's none of those conventions going on. There's like probably less comedy club type stuff. So they got to make their money. So nobody's going to the movies. Nobody's going to music concerts. That's how they're, you know.
Like I said, I've done where people have asked me to call their family members, but I do that for free.
Well, you're having an interaction. This is just literally making a video and sending it. There's no back and forth.
Brent's saying he got his wife a Cameo from Nathan Dales. He's Derry from Letterkenny. Yeah, if you like a certain show or something, you know, that might be kind of cool. But it seems to me the bigger the celebrity, the more expensive it costs, and the less they seem to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like you're talking about these comedians that don't charge that much money, and they'll actually go to your Facebook page and find out a little bit about you and tailor it to you. Now that seems kind of interesting.
Yeah. Jim Norton does that. Greg Fitzsimmons does that. Some of the guys from, like those comedy shows where they have comedy contests, or they'll like, we love the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
They have those comics that show up, people like that. Not a lot of female comics though. They probably think that gets a little creepy, I would imagine. So just guys.
And our there's a guy in our, I say it's a guy, it might be a girl, I don't know. Guy in our chat room, Being American, says cameo videos look terrible too. It's just the person in their living room yelling into the camera.
Oh, some of them are worse. Some of them, they don't even put in that much effort. They're like walking down a hallway between like sets or something with like, or they're just backstage literally talking. People are walking behind them, stuff's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of bizarre. I don't.
It's a little, I don't like being pandered to like that.
People are so
I don't
obsessed
like
with celebrities, they won't care.
Yeah, if you're a star fuckers don't care. They really don't.
I'll tell you what, if you were a celebrity though, you could make money off this. Wouldn't you make like 3 videos a day?
Oh yeah.
You get paid like $75, $80 a piece.
Sure.
I mean, every day.
I know my level of fame, which is very little.
But I'm saying if you could do that, I think you would. I think anybody would. It's easy money.
I think if Jim the photographer were alive, I think he'd have a cameo. I mean,
what would be the well, that's a given, but what would be the price?
Oh, I think it would be a bit on the air where we're telling him you're too expensive, and he'd be going, I charge what I'm worth. He would charge, Jimmy would charge like $60 or something. And you and I would be like, Jim, come on, you're $7. No, I'm charging 65. It's like, don't you wonder why nobody's hired, why no one's using you?
I would say people would have paid it.
Yeah, they might have. If he were alive, he'd be with us doing this, right?
Price negotiable. We can work out something. Yeah.
Right. He would try.
If you don't have the money.
He would try to hook up with people's children, though. I mean,
I don't know about children, but absolutely, he'd be trying to hook up.
No,
that's exactly what he'd be looking for.
He's
you get the hot babe discount.
He's at the age now where the women that he used to hook up with women back in the day in the 90s. I bet he would now be looking for their children, so he could say, "Hey, I did this woman and her daughter." You know what I mean? That's the kind of pervert that Jimmy was, everybody.
I charge $77.
I could see him.
Why do you charge $77, Jim?
Because it's 8 more than 69.
Yeah, you get 8 more.
69, but you get 8 more. Yeah. Yeah. Like Terry said, $69. Of course it'd be 69. Yeah. That's what he would charge. But I honestly think he would be free if you're the young daughter of someone that he once hooked up with. But I think he did a mother and daughter back in the day.
I'm sure he probably
did. I remember a story about that. I don't know how true it was, but yeah. But I remember when the daughter of, was it the mayor? There was a really high up official, Springfield official, that was in the paper. His daughter was in the paper because she won something, or she was, I don't know, something. And they had a picture of her in the paper, and Jim saw it. You were talking about it, and it's a newspaper, and so the picture's not very clear. And you were talking about the daughter, and yeah, she's a hot babe. She's like, Jim, she's only 14 years old, or 13 years old, or something like that.
I'll tell you who it was. It was Tony Libre's daughter.
Okay. And it was my first, one of my first experiences of radio telephone where I'm right there. I heard what was said. All he said was, "She's a hot little babe, ha ha ha." And by the time the story got around and everybody was outraged and everybody was going to pull advertise, you know, all this nonsense. Time it got back to me, it was like, oh, wow, what a hot little bitch. I'm going to fuck her in half. I'm going to fuck how old she is.
Oh
You know,
my
that was
God.
apparently the conversation right there live on the radio. It's like, yeah, I don't think so.
He is unbelievable. He's unbelievable. I learned about OnlyFans. Have you heard of this OnlyFans, Nikki?
No.
Oh.
How is she not? We've discussed this like 4 times.
I may not have been
Be
on.
on the show to discuss it.
Yeah, these are these people who are everyday people who do an OnlyFans account, and the OnlyFans, they're nude or whatever, and they charge people for pictures, right? Is it pictures or videos?
It's just video. It's both, but it's like private porn. You make porn and you have your little fan club, and you probably put advertising. You can put a little clip on Pornhub so everybody can see, and then put the full length videos on
like
OnlyFans.
Like Nikki,
Make some money.
you would take a picture of your face and you're smiling, and you're holding your Hitachi next to your head. You're smiling with it, and then to let people know, if you pay me money on OnlyFans, I'm using this Hitachi. You know,
Well, you
what I
don't say
mean?
pay me money. You
Well,
say
whatever.
become a fan.
Yeah.
Pay me money.
But you know what I mean. You become a fan, and you they get money from that, like perverts.
Like on here, like shows like this, as there's YouTubers that do this.
Yeah.
Like this would be a perfect example. You would be on this show talking, but hey, if you want to see me after midnight or whatever they want to call it, then come to my OnlyFans, and
Morning
instead of
Disaster
talking
After
about
Dark.
sports and
Yeah, like
current
that.
events, I'll be whatever.
I think
I
I'm
have a
gonna.
dildo jammed up my ass. OnlyFans.
I think I'm gonna do an OnlyFans page where I just show my moobs.
Because I've seen some of those where it'll be a YouTuber and the YouTube account has nothing to do with like sex. It'll be like clothing, like a girl like talking about different clothing, and she's got all these followers, and it'll be like a fashion thing. Oh, but by the way, if you want me to see me sit and masturbate, join my OnlyFans.
So but it's amazing that people actually make money with that.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea what OnlyFans cost. Do you set the
Yeah, you set the rates like Cameo.
So it might be somebody that they could be really cheap. Like Nikki, what would you set your account at if you decided to?
Oh, please.
Oh, I'm just hypothetical. If you decided you were gonna do nude videos or whatever, what would you charge?
For what? It'd have to depend on what I was doing.
Well, I don't know. I mean, just for how much for you and you and your vibrator? How much would?
Okay, 5-minute video, some pink, no brown, a little bit of penetration, but your own penetration, only you in the video solo. What was that? What's that?
500.
So is it just a one-time fee, or is it a subscription? Is it like our Patreon, or? I mean, how's it work? So
I'm not really sure exactly when you get that deep into it. I know that you pay to become a fan, and then I think some of the videos are cheaper or they're free, or you can pay for individual videos and not be a fan. Or I'm not really sure.
We should move our subscription show over to OnlyFans.
I was thinking about that when you first started talking about it. I don't know if there's like an actual like a rule that you have to show. It has to be porn, right? Is there a rule? It's called OnlyFans. It's not called
it doesn't
Pornland or something.
Yeah, it's like that's where you're gonna get, just for you entertainment. I shouldn't have to be nudity, right? I mean, I don't know.
I think it has to be nudity.
Nick Talk
And
After
probably
Dark.
more.
Yeah. It would just be us doing the show, and we'd
Watch me pick crumbs out of my belly button.
and we'd force Nick to be topless. So we're doing the comedy, Nick's just crying. I can't believe you guys made me do this. This is you and I just making fun of him. Just shut up. Keep your shirt off, fucker. I am not happy. I'm not happy. Just shut up and drink your gravy.
It wouldn't be different than any other night.
Yeah, everybody's gonna stand in line and pay for that. A crying man drinking gravy. Where's the audience?
There's got to be at least one person who gets off on that.
Drinking gravy and hating himself. I can't believe I agreed to this. I hate my life. Brett says, I'm surprised Nikki doesn't have an OnlyFans now. Yeah. Are you thinking about it, Nikki?
No.
If I was
Did we decide that if anybody had a cameo, it would be Nikki? And she should sing Happy Birthday? That was all decided Friday.
Yeah.
No.
She should sing Happy Birthday like Marilyn Monroe sang to John Kennedy.
Yeah.
If I was a good looking woman, if I was like exceptional, people would pay money to see Doran's knockers. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Doran's in a relationship.
But I'm just saying they don't. You don't care. People don't care. They just
no, not at all.
They just want to. They just want to see the.
My boyfriend would care.
Is that Doran? Is that hey Doran? What's going on? But I'm saying that
Hey.
people don't care. Like they. I'm sure.
Yeah, don't interrupt Ray when he's talking about what you think, Doran. Let him.
I'm saying. I'm saying if I was a hot woman in my 40s or 50s and I like a MILF or whatever.
Yeah, we have a hot woman in her 40s, but let's not.
But let's take the hypothetical of me.
Now, this reminds me of some radio meetings I've been in where it's nothing but a room full of guys talking about what women want.
I'm telling you.
Women 25, 54. Here's how they are. Here's what they want.
That's gotta be. Does OnlyFans can you go to OnlyFans website and see who to choose from? Is it like Cameo or?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you become it's all personable and.
Hold on, I'm gonna go there. Only.
You seriously gonna look at that?
OnlyFans.com.
Of course he is, Doran.
Oh.
I'm just
strictly for research.
It's research purposes.
Does it give you it doesn't it's not like Cameo though, where you have a bunch of pictures of who the choices are.
Well, yeah, you gotta know who you're buying.
Oh.
It's not like random.
So I'm seeing things like so much per month. You know?
Right. It's you become a fan for so much per month. That's different prices for different people. They choose. Right. Or I think if you don't become a fan, you've got the option of buying individual videos, but they cost more maybe, or maybe you can't buy certain ones unless you're a fan. I don't remember. But yeah, the fan thing is like anything else. It's like a monthly membership.
Yeah. And like there's one called Jess Adams. She's $25.
It's essentially
per month.
Patreon for nudes.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's all nude?
And the one called Jess Adams is the first one because her last name is Adams.
There's a guy
it's
named
like a phone book.
just on the front page of OnlyFans, the guy named Jack. His name is Jack Silver.
Niehoff.
No, his name
Of course it is.
that's his name, and he charges $12.99 a month.
$12.99. What I mean, what kind of number is that? Just make it
Yeah, but you
$13.
multiply that by 50 people.
I'm just saying he doesn't I don't know why anyone would want to see this guy's not that attractive. I don't know why anyone would want to see him you know.
Perhaps he has other assets that are of interest.
I don't know what I don't know what you would get out of it.
Maybe he ejaculates silver, but only does it once.
He ejaculates silver.
Just once.
It's during the full moon when the werewolves will be out.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'm on OnlyFans, and I logged in with my Google account, and now I'm seeing some of the people. Alex,
just whoever, you know.
Yeah, it's just and they're all naked, you think?
Oh, for God's sakes. No, it's a G-rated site. Nobody's ever naked.
I don't
Nothing's
know.
happening.
I'm just saying that
They're reading stories to children.
I'm saying most of the people,
It's like reading Rainbow.
yeah.
Yes.
Most of the people are clothed and seem.
It's one of those PBS channels, like PBS 4.
Well, I'm saying maybe they're not all naked. You know,
This is not a hard concept to grasp.
So you think it's all? You think all of it is porn?
Yes.
Oh.
I'd say
Grace,
like
you're
99%.
so naive.
I mean, some of it might be like foot fetish type stuff, but it's porn.
I don't get it.
Jack's
We're going to Pornhub and wondering if people are going to be naked.
Well, of course I know what I'm getting from a Pornhub.
Oh.
I want to get an OnlyFans, you know, like a Ray Lytle OnlyFans.
And who would be on that? Ray Lytle?
Nobody. No one in their right mind. Of course, no one would be on.
I mean, you can sign up for a member to be a member, you know, and just to watch. You don't have to be like to put content on there.
Yeah, all right. Like what Fat 420 is saying. All Nikki does is eat ice cream sandwiches and sit in front of her coochie cooler fan. There might be people that would pay for that.
People will pay for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would
Lord.
people pay
You'll
to-
want to lick that ice cream sandwich, not necessarily bite it. And you'll want to make it last. And if we can have some like cream running down,
you can wear one of those.
running down your lips too. That's people would want to see that.
I mean, there is that a fetish? I mean,
And
isn't it a fetish?
lighting, people, lighting.
Aren't there some guys who have a fetish of watching? What do they call the guys who have a fetish of watching women eat?
Feeders.
Feeders. What exactly is a feeder?
It's a person that wants to fatten up their person of interest.
They want the person fattened up.
Yep. And they feed them.
That's crazy.
I know.
So they want the person. They want to watch them eat.
Yep.
They want to watch them get fatter.
Yep.
How do you know about that? How are you even aware of this feeder?
Because it was on some TLC strange addiction thing.
And so would people pay for that?
I wouldn't.
I find it highly disturbing.
It's very disturbing.
Wow. I'm just saying, maybe we should do a show for the OnlyFans. Wouldn't it be funny if
that shirt
I'm not getting the show topless, Ray.
if OnlyFans is just a bunch of porn,
Unless I'm getting a cut of that money.
and then there's like us, then there's us doing a comedy show. People are signing up and going, "What the fuck is this?" I was hoping to see some dong. All I see is a couple of guys telling bad jokes. That'd be funny. I wonder if you can create a fake OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Like, could you create a fake one where you're using a bunch of... I imagine you have to own the content you put up.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Dawn, would you ever consider doing something like that?
Oh God, Ray, I don't know. Like I'm in a relationship, so now definitely.
I'm saying, let's imagine you're not in a relationship. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You're a single mom. Maybe you're looking for some money. Is that something you would consider?
Possibly.
Yeah. So
I wouldn't do anything like too graphic. So
You wouldn't have to show your face. No one would know.
Well, I mean, the people who subscribe, they would know your face, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but you don't have to show it.
Yeah, I guess you could. All the pictures could be from the neck down or whatever.
I could wear one of those crazy unicorn heads. That would be fun.
Yeah, if you're. I couldn't imagine. So that's sort of like Cameo, but it's
Yes.
I guess it's sort of like Patreon, right?
Yes.
How bizarre. I don't know who's buying that stuff, but
People will do anything to make money these days, I think.
I think OnlyFans has been around for a while, but now we're really starting to hear about it. Like, because I'll be on TikTok and just kind of browsing around. You know, TikTok, you can do the people you follow, and then you can also just random people. And there'll be some videos, some girl dancing. And then they'd go, follow me at OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah.
And you've never seen a woman that you'd be like, I'd pay $10 to see a little video, a little more of that.
No, no, maybe there's something wrong with me. I've never seen anyone that I'd go, oh, I'd pay more money just to see that. And there were girls that used to be on the Morning Disaster who were strippers. And one of them sent me a thing like months ago and said, oh, here's free access for and I didn't, but that was an OnlyFans thing. She said, if you want to check this out. And I was like, and I never went. Now I'm sort of regretting not going. I didn't understand what it was.
Well, she's a porn star. You can probably get some of her.
No,
content
she wasn't.
for free.
She wasn't a porn star. She was a stripper.
Oh.
And I didn't understand what she was saying, or you know how you don't know what a person says, but in a conversation you kind of act like you understand what they're saying
every single day.
Yeah, even though you don't know.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Well, like you're acting like you understand, like you're up on things, but you're really not. Like, like I wouldn't know what OnlyFans was unless Rocky except for what Rocky was saying when Rocky talked about last Friday or whatever, or last Thursday. That's when I first sort of figured out what it was. So now I'm fascinated by it. But so people act like they know what they're talking about when they don't.
Who?
Well, I'm saying that when I was first approached, I acted like I knew what it was. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh.
I had no idea. But people don't want to admit that I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, here you go. So Voke in the chat room said, here is a local girl. And he gave the OnlyFans account. So how do you know?
Can you look up by like area?
I don't know. How do you know this girl's local, Voke?
Because I'll be looking for friends on there. If that's the case, I'll be doing that right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. They're on their Vogue, how do you know this girl's local? I mean, this is an attractive girl. And it says she's last been on OnlyFans a few seconds ago. And here's her thing. You can buy it's $8.99 to subscribe for a month. Or there's specials. You can pay $80.95 for 6 months of access. I mean, that's crazy. This is really advanced.
I wonder what percentage she actually gets of that, though.
Yeah, they get a percentage. I think it's a big percentage. It's not like 20 or something. They get like 70, 80. Obviously some is going to OnlyFans.
So Vogue says that he found this girl on Instagram, and on her Instagram she put a link to her OnlyFans.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wow, this is crazy. There's a whole other thing that I had no idea about. I don't, I still don't want to.
Yeah, there's other sites too, like Clips for Sale, and there's another big one like OnlyFans. I can't remember what it is. There's Chatterbait. If you want live, you don't like video, you want it live, and you can tell them what to do.
I don't see how you would. How would you get away with that? Like with me, I can't use my credit card for anything. My wife sees what I use it for. So
there's full-on couples that do this stuff, and they both quit their jobs, and they just
because they're making so much money.
Oh yeah. If you become one of the top models, that's it. You're done with this working stuff.
Yeah, but you're only a top model for so long. Eventually, your body goes to hell.
Well, you better save your
That's why
money.
you bank that money first.
Yeah.
Make some good investments.
Especially while everybody's sitting around at home.
I wish people liked obese men. If people liked really obese people,
there's an audience for that.
No, nobody would want to
Yes.
see. No one would want to see me unclothed.
You want me to find them for you?
No. I don't. I'm just saying the only person on the show who could make anything from this. No offense to everyone else, but I'm guessing maybe Doran. Because there has to be, there's got to be perverts out there who would watch her, or maybe Nikki.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that you guys could get some people that would want to watch your naked, but nobody would want to watch me or Rocky or Nick, Jason.
Yeah, people just want to throw pies at me.
Yeah. Why would anyone want to watch that? I'm just saying.
Because they have a fetish.
Well, I don't know what the fetish is. Of course, was it Nick? Somebody said somebody does foot stuff. Yeah. If you're doing, some people are into feet stuff, right?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering when you were saying about, does it have to be porn? And I'm thinking, I bet there are people who are just doing things like showing their feet or things like that, but I don't know. I can't imagine people paying to see feet.
Underwear.
People sell their used underwear. Oh, we live in it.
Oh yeah.
No, that's been going on since the internet started. That's been going on since eBay started.
Well, Jimmy used to collect them. Remember, Jimmy would collect underwear.
He was way ahead of his time.
He's a pervert. No, he was a pervert.
Because the whole damn country's gone perverted.
He's a pervert.
This whole country is nothing but a bunch of Jim the photographer sitting in front of a computer.
He is now, he's now become the norm.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
If Jimmy was alive today, he would be happy that it's finally caught up,
There'd probably be a statue of him by now.
He would be so famous.
Yeah.
Even more famous if all this was going, he's still alive. Oh my God.
I could not imagine. I could not imagine the shit he would pay for.
Look at the video of him doing that volcano vaporizer on YouTube, and the comments from people who don't even know who he is saying things like, wow, this guy was way ahead of his time. Yeah, this guy's like in a video like it's from like the past, but he's like from the future. People that have no idea who he is and are like extremely impressed by how literally ahead of his time this guy was.
He did that video in like
just based on one video.
2002 or whatever is when he first put that video up on YouTube, and you can still watch it today. There's a video of Jim the photographer smoking this giant pot vaporizer thing. It's got a ton of people watching it. I don't know how they find it, how they stumble upon it, but they like it. Yeah, I don't know why these things like this always sort of, I'm mystified by them at first, but I shouldn't. This seems...
Well, because you've been out of the game for so long. That's why. You've been married for so long that there's been so many different technological advances that it's like people are at the point now where they give zero fucks. Couples, like I said, couples quitting both jobs and just fucking on camera all and then then you'll hear about they go off to like Paris or something. Go fucking Paris. Go fucking the Bahamas because they're just traveling around having fun fucking.
And they charge money for people to watch, they charge money for people to watch them have sex.
Yeah, and it's creepy because it becomes, from what I understand, some of them can become like a stalkerish, or like they really get to know their fans or whatever because they're paying for this, and people think that they're paying for stuff, so that means that they're They own you and shit like that.
They're entitled to things.
Yeah, I've read a lot of interviews with people who have done it. There was a whole documentary on it.
Wow. Yeah. See, I don't pay for anything like that.
Well, that's why I know a lot about how it works, but I don't really know about the inners of like the payments and stuff like that because I don't actually do it. I've seen things. I just think it's really just an interesting sign of the times that you can do that. That's your job. And there's no like, working in porn or going through a director or working with people. You and your partner, husband, wife, whatever, girlfriend.
You just have sex and you film it. And
put it
then
on camera.
You make it available for people to see, people who pay money.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is nuts.
Sure beats working at Walmart.
Well, I'm angry now that I let myself get so out of control. I mean, who the hell would want to watch me have sex? Sickos.
I mean, if you do the math, you get 100 people at $15 a pop. That's $1,500 a month you're getting.
Wow.
Then add on the extra cost to charge for whatever.
Yeah, and you can do like they do stuff like they offer custom videos for extra, and
custom.
You can pay for this and that, and
wow. Yeah, see, that's
this
crazy.
girl will take like a mud shark.
What's a mud shark?
And start slapping herself.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, you guys have never heard the mud shark story? Never mind. That's an old classic rock story. Led Zeppelin and the Mud Shark, when it was actually Vanilla Fudge, by the way. No, not Led Zeppelin. Anyway.
That's crazy.
What?
I mean, it's
my
the whole thing. The whole thing is just crazy. Rob says, look at Heather Brooks. She made millions and still makes royalties and has not produced a clip in years. That's the girl that we talked about a few months ago. Remember, like during the when the pandemic first started, remember we talked about this girl who was
is that the Deep Throat Queen?
Yes, the Deep Throat Queen. And she basically had been out of service for all these years. And then during the pandemic, she came out of retirement and said, I'm going to make new videos. And so she ended up coming out of retirement during the pandemic.
See, I knew who she was by name. These people are superstars.
It's amazing. Wow.
Her boyfriend had a tattoo of a sun thing on his navel.
Of a what thing?
Her boyfriend had a tattoo of a sun thing on his navel. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
So people are aware of these things.
Yeah.
So you can make some money with this OnlyFans.
If you do what she can do, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Good luck. I think that's about 1 out of 100 people can pull that off.
No one
just makes perfect.
No one wants to watch.
Plus, I think she broke up with that boyfriend, so she would have to find another man equipped.
You think about it, that'd be some money, right?
That's what we've been saying. People have been quitting their job, quitting their whole career.
Well, that thing that Volk put up, he said that girl's a local girl from Springfield.
I'm sure there's a lot of local girls that are on there.
Do you really think so?
You say that like it's not even in the realm of possibility. I bet there's a lot.
Times, boomer.
Well, I think I am behind the times.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been married the whole time and have not been the evolution of dating. Remember speed dating? That was 20 years ago.
All right, here's the thing that I'm looking at OnlyFans. My name is Whitney and welcome to my OnlyFans. Subscribers receive 20 photos per month, 5 photos in one set uploaded every Wild Whitney Wednesday. Daily optional photo offers, 1 to 2 photos. Weekly optional video offer every Monday. Every weekend offers an optional surprise mini set, 5 photos. Requests every Sunday. I'll post an option for outfits. And for 1 hour, you can DM me for specific pose requests and or a personalized video, $5 pick, $8 videos. If I'm ever unavailable for the day, there will be a post to inform you. My content will include lingerie, costumes, and bikinis. No nudes, no exceptions. Please do not ask. So this girl is not porn, right?
Yeah. I'm totally
right.
fine
More
with that.
boudoir for
I mean,
her.
that's
Boudoir for her.
kind of classy. Yeah, it's more boudoir.
But people are paying for it. They're paying
Yep.
$8.99 a month for this girl stuff. That's the one that Volk shared in the chat room. She's from Springfield, $8.99 a month. But
There you go, Ray. Do non-nude stuff.
Yeah, people are gonna pay me to keep my clothes on. I'll be like, well, didn't have enough subscribers this month.
That's called extortion.
That means I'm showing the wang. You guys, not enough of you bought, so I'm showing it. That you guys, it's all on you. It's not my fault. It's all yours. Enough of you did not pay. So therefore, here comes the nudity. I'm just mystified by this whole thing.
Yeah, it's people really taking matters into their own hands and being like, "Hey, I'm gifted with whatever." You're like Heather Brooke. She's gifted with a talent that most people do not possess. Time to cash in on it.
Entrepreneurship.
Plain and simple.
She knows how to orally satisfy.
She's the deep throat queen, is
Yeah.
what she's called. And she's not called that because she makes great chocolate chip cookies. Although maybe she does.
And Rob was in the chat room. And he was going nuts. He liked her. I'll be damned.
I think there is a qualification for being with her, I think.
Let me Google her.
And she's got like hundreds. I mean, those two were making videos. They were like the pioneers. They were doing it, I think, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. So they were way ahead of their time too.
Oh, wow.
But it was like you would see a new video like every day.
Yeah, you're right.
Every single day?
Yeah, people would
They have sex every day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the videos were labeled nothing but the date. You know, it got so like, you know.
And people would they would pay just to watch her.
Yeah, she had her own website. That was back when you had to have your own website for everything, you know, and there was no like hub where everybody was putting their videos. So she had her own website. And like I said, this was like the late 90s. This was way early for this kind of thing.
And
she's a pioneer.
She came out of
she ought to be right there in the books with Thomas Edison.
She came out of retirement.
Thomas Edison and the Deep Throat Queen.
She came out of retirement just
New band name, I call it.
Just
Yeah.
because of the pandemic. I'll be damned. And she makes a ton of money.
Oh yeah,
I'm looking.
I mean, she retired at what age? Like 24?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at her now. Her breast. Has anybody seen this? I'm looking online at her breast. She obviously had some kind of augmentation.
Yeah, you can see her pre and post too. She had videos pre and post.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's too big. You know what I mean? Like she got.
Because she's got her fans that are fans of, I think, her natural look and then her new look.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at. Good Lord. I'm looking at they look unnatural.
Well, that's the thing is, I don't think too many people go to her for that.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the way, and you can't really see the breasts. What's going on?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show. Let me get one where she's clothed. Hold on.
Yeah, right. Let's just sit there and watch porn.
No. I'm gonna get one to where she is wearing clothes.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll share it so people can see it. You know. I gotta make sure that there's clothing in it. I don't want to put a naked video up or Well, we banned off of Facebook, then we're kind of screwed. So, yeah, but she looks good. I mean, the girl looks good. Except now she has her.
I'm reading the chat room. Morgana. Morgana's the new deep throat queen.
Yeah, like her boobs are unreal. I'll be damned. Good for her, I guess, right?
That's what I say. Absolutely. You got a gift, cash in.
Yeah.
If you've got a skilled hand and you can paint, cash in. If you've got a great voice, cash in. If you can swallow a Maglite flashlight without even flinching, cash in.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Everybody's cashing in.
Right there, cash in.
What?
Oh my God.
Everybody's cashing in, but me. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, well, me either.
I have no
Radio
talent.
people are like, yeah, we don't go by that because we can't exactly cash in.
Yeah.
Got to have something to cash in with. Not like, hey, I can say, here comes the Matchbox 20. That was the Jay Giles band.
Unbelievable.
Cash in on that.
Yeah, so good for her. It says here it's her husband is the guy that she takes the videos with.
Oh, I thought that might be a new husband. I know she broke up with the guy she did all the videos with back in the 90s.
According to what I'm reading, it's the same guy.
Oh, okay.
So they've been together.
Well, she probably got back with him like, hey, I kind of need that.
Yeah, that's
to further my career.
Nobody.
I've been going out with these other guys. It's not quite the same.
I mean, obviously, there's something that guy has that makes people,
Well, it shows her talent. Unless you have what that guy has, she can't show her talent. So
yeah,
it's like a vocalist with no microphone.
Good for her. Rob says Heather Brooke can swallow a broom and people would pay here.
There is a video where she swallows a broom and then sweeps the fucking floor with it.
That cannot be true. But if it was, that would be hysterical.
And the husband's just standing there like, damn.
He's going, damn, that's a clean floor.
Good to be me.
The husband's just sitting there going, damn, that's a clean floor. Look at her.
Now, come on. There is a guy. You can't pretend there's no guy. If there's no guy, she can't perform. She's just, if there's no guy, she's just Heather.
Right.
She's not Heather the Deep Throat Queen.
It's truly.
Toys have come a long way.
Truly unbelievable. Oh my God. Well, good for her.
Somebody tried to make some money by stealing Joe Montana's 9-month-old
I saw that. Yeah.
baby out of the crib.
They tried to steal. Someone broke into his house or whatever.
Yeah, he was in his house with his wife and I don't know if it was a grandson or granddaughter, but it's like 9-month-old infant. But yeah, it was sleeping in the crib and they, I guess, walked up, heard a noise, and then saw the person had their baby. A stranger, woman.
Some woman broke into their house, okay, and tried to kidnap his grandchild. A 39-year-old woman broke into his house, tried to kidnap his grandchild.
Yeah, she had some guy waiting outside. She tried to throw the baby to him. Montana jumped up for the interception. Got it. So it ended okay. Happy ending.
There was no interception.
Put on some isotoner gloves.
He almost did the pump, but he's like, oh shit, it's a damn baby.
It is crazy that someone tried to kidnap his grandchild.
Yeah, just so blatantly, right into the house.
It's like a deleted scene out of Raising Arizona.
I mean, who the hell would do that? Weirdos. How crazy.
It's crazy time.
Let's see. Let me find some more Let me find some more news of what's going on. Enough OnlyFans chat, because that's just depressing me. The OnlyFans chat is just depressing me because it's dawned on me there's nothing that I could do that anyone,
The Broncos game. We were talking about football earlier. Did you see the game where they filled the stands with South Park characters?
Oh, I saw that. Denver did. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole stand full of nothing but South Park.
That was hysterical. If you saw the photo, it's great. They took all the different South Park characters and they filled a whole section of the stadium with them, and they put masks on them. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Rocky's sharing the screen right now. It looks amazing.
Some of them have masks. I didn't notice they all have masks on.
Yeah,
I didn't even notice that.
They're all wearing masks. I think that's fantastic. Good for them.
It's gone too far when even these people even make a cartoon character wear a mask. That's how you know it's gone too damn far.
Well,
It's how they're going to control us.
listen, I here's what I'm mystified. This is the one thing today that has, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. And that is the amount of people who, the New York Times got a copy of Trump's tax records. Okay. And they revealed that the president of the United States, who claims he's a billionaire, paid $750 in taxes in 2016 and 17. But outside of that, has never paid anything and got a $72 million refund.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I believe it.
The thing today, and the thing, like, from the time I woke up, has just been people being okay with it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing this man can't do.
Nope.
There's nothing.
I said it 3 years ago when they were doing all the tax return stuff. I'm like, why wouldn't you just release your tax returns? You're not going to lose any support.
Yeah.
What all the secrets about?
They'll still,
So what?
They'll still support him. They just,
The official response is, everybody has the goal of paying the least amount on their taxes. That's the thing to do. That's why places like H&R Block exists. Don't be mad at Donald Trump because he's better at it than you are. And as far as America First and all that, he has taken all this money that would have been wasted in taxes and is putting it back in his businesses and investing it in American business.
So
that's the response.
But he's lost money. How can he invest?
Yeah. So either, I mean, it says he's in debt of over almost $1 billion in debt.
Fake news.
He has no money. They said he's got loans from everybody. Is giving him loans that he can't possibly pay back, and that he's so broke, according to his tax returns, that he loses hundreds of millions of dollars every year. This is the guy we put in charge of the economy?
Well, that's the spin anyway, is that he's smarter than all of us because he paid no taxes and you're just jealous.
So either you have to admit he's a failed businessman or a criminal.
Or both.
No, the thing is he's smart. He's a smart businessman.
No, but if that's what you're going with, then he's a criminal. You're saying that he is either a tax cheat or tax fraud.
Well, that's fine. They're not calling it fraud. They're calling it smart. They're saying it's everybody's goal to pay the least amount of taxes as they can. Donald Trump, oh my God, he's so smart. He's so incredibly brilliant. He made all this billions of money and only paid $750 in taxes. That is wow. Woo, that's somebody I want to be.
I mean,
that's the comeback.
I'm telling you though, it looks like either he is a horrible businessman, or
no American bank lends him money anymore. He has to go to foreign banks now.
He's got Russian banks and banks from Turkey. They're the ones that are giving him money. It's crazy.
What's going on in the media is kind of interesting. I've been reading about how Fox kind of didn't really talk about it. They kind of buried the story a little bit. But this other kind of conservative news outlet, I think they're called One America.
Oh yeah.
They're
yeah.
trying to challenge Fox as being the new voice of. They're like Fox on cocaine.
Yeah.
And they really stepped up and really made this a front story and ran with it. And they became what Trump fans were going to for what the response should be. Like, how do I respond to this on Facebook and whatever? This One America was giving it to them and Fox wasn't. And so now Fox is like, hey, we're the voice of the Trump fans when they need an official reply. And so now there's going to be apparently no more hiding stories. They're going to try to be the.
So what
go
about
out with the official
what was their
response or
what was
whatever.
their official response? I mean,
let them tear each other apart.
how do you?
No, I mean official fan response, not a Trump response. Like a response for like Trump people to say, okay, well here's the response to that.
Yeah, but
like he's smart, he's brilliant because he paid less in taxes. That's what this One America gave them, and Fox News just kind of really didn't give him anything and kind of buried the story.
So OAN is saying that he's a good businessman. That's why he did it.
Yeah, that's the. And here's what you can say when the liberals attack him. He's a smart businessman.
Well,
you don't want to pay taxes either. He doesn't pay taxes. They're just jealous. They're jealous because he didn't pay any taxes.
By the way, I think I can't think of anything more patriotic than to make a shitload of money and pay a shitload of taxes.
Which, by the way, in the debate world, that is called the tu quoque defense. Anyway.
I guess I just don't. Maybe I'm just missing the point, but I guess you either have to admit he's a criminal. If you're going with that, he's so smart, then you're basically admitting he's a tax cheat, which is illegal.
Yeah, I mean, they don't care about the cheating or criminal. It's he's so smart he cheated.
Or you have
away
to,
with it
or you have
whatever.
to admit that he's a terrible businessman, and in which case, a terrible businessman should not be in charge of the economy. I mean, this would be a rough decision in this one. Yeah, and the first debate is tomorrow, right?
Oh Lord.
That's
Am
Trump.
I going to watch that? I don't, whatever.
I think listen.
Is he gonna do that thing where he paces around? Remember that in the first one where he's like pacing around and like bumping the microphone?
I gotta be honest.
Very strange.
Trump between Trump and Biden.
Gotta do that again.
It has
It's a trait.
all the makings of a shit show. It really does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Hey, everybody, that's what everybody's tuning in for. I don't think anybody wants to tune into the debates and see two men standing there at a podium speaking professionally. And blah, blah. They're tuning in for, like I said, Trump and his thing where he goes around and
they're waiting,
walks behind the person while they're talking, and that's what we're tuning in for.
I think that as I don't like Trump. I don't make that secret, but I'm not a Trump supporter. So I would be voting for Biden. But here's the fear. What if Biden goes and he sucks up vanilla water? You know what I mean? Just as a horrible job. Then
He's going to, I think.
Well, I mean, what if he does a horrible job? Then you're just gonna feel shitty. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think he's got a quick team.
But I'll tell you, here's the.
There's nothing.
Is it going to change anybody's mind? Is anybody a super Trump supporter?
No.
That is going to
The
watch
only thing it can do is hurt Biden because it could make people who are going to vote for him not vote.
Yes.
That's the only thing it can do.
I don't see how, because there's nothing Trump can do where his supporters will stop following him.
No, nothing at all. So, I mean, it really is, like I said, it's more of a Biden thing.
You're right. The only person that can be hurt
want to be
would be Joe
entertained.
Biden.
They want us to tune in and see the Trump show and see who picked the women in the front row. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be the whatever, the rape people or the, whatever?
Well, the
entertainment.
The first debate is moderated by a guy from Fox News.
But I guarantee you, Trump is going to win probably all the debates because he's an entertainer. I mean, if you're a professional politician and you're standing up there debating Triumph, the comic insult dog, Triumph is going to win because more people are going to laugh at that. More people are going to be entertained by that. That's going to come away with more sound bites.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean Triumph the comic dog's a better leader or should be president, but he's definitely more entertaining to watch during a debate. And that's where Biden's going to fall. It's because Trump will take all these debates and own them with his celebrity.
And they're both guys are in their upper 70s. So they're not all there. Anyone who thinks Trump's all there, I got news for you. He's not all there, and Biden's not all there. So both those guys are slow at some things regards to speaking. So it has all the makings of a shit show.
Yeah, absolutely.
With a bunch of a bunch
and that's what we're tuning in for.
Yeah.
We're not tuning in for some 1985 C-SPAN, whatever.
We're not. Wouldn't it be something they challenge you? Well, come on, let's go. Like they challenge each other to a fight or something.
What about just get 2 buckets? Bring them out and just have a good old-fashioned pissing contest. I mean, that's my thing. If we're gonna do silly shit, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's just fucking break it down and do it. Let's have a fucking arm wrestle. We'll follow that by a pissing contest.
Let's stop fucking around. Let's just do it.
Let's have them stand there and slap each other for 5 minutes. Nothing else, just slap right across the face.
Watermelon spitting contest.
No,
Give the people what they want.
The first debate is tomorrow. Yep. I'm telling you, it'll be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting debate.
Shoot bottle rockets out of each one of their ass, and whichever one flies the farthest, that's the true patriot. Because when they explode, it'll be like red, white, and blue. So
I don't get it.
Make it fun. Damn.
Yeah, you hope for the best, but I got to be honest. The American League playoffs are starting tomorrow. So I don't know if I can tear myself away from watching baseball to watch the debate. But I should probably talk about it Wednesday morning. I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just switch back and forth. Oh, well. Yeah.
I'll be listening to LaWanda Page. I want a long black dick.
Let's see. All right. What are the top things that help us wake up?
Oxygen.
We need that to live.
Cats.
Cats, yes.
Cats.
It takes the average person an hour and a half to wake up each morning. And the hardest day of the week is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
So here are the top 5 early morning habits that help us wake up. All right. But I'll give you 10 of them. Number 10 is listen to music. Does anybody listen to music to wake up?
No.
I do.
What do you mean to wake up? You mean to
help
like
you
get
wake
going
up
in the
like,
morning
when
or
you get,
to get out of bed?
to get going. Do you listen to music?
Yeah, after I'm already awake and everything.
Go for a walk. Is anybody like going for a walk in the morning? Oh, are you? No.
No, I run now. I don't walk.
It hurts.
I need to start.
Just walking to the bathroom hurts. I'm not gonna get up and go for a walk.
Well, there's where that bucket comes back into play.
Scroll through social media.
Yes.
That's a bad way to start the day. That's the worst way out of. That's the worst way so far.
I do that. Like I'll wake up and I'll look at my phone. Okay. And I always inevitably see something on Twitter or Facebook that just depresses me. When I wake up.
I don't do it anymore. In fact, I haven't started doing it. I just did the last few days, like today, so I would know kind of what's going on. So I could sit, talk about things like the whatever, the macaroni and cheese of pumpkin spice or whatever. But yeah, other than that, I used to have to do so much of that stuff for work. And when I was no longer working, I don't know.
You immediately stop looking at that first.
Absolutely.
Number 7, watch TV. I don't watch TV till after this show's over. Then
I don't watch TV. I watch TV in the evening.
Then I'll put on SportsCenter.
I don't want to watch TV first thing because then you're like kind of sitting there. That's more of a my day's over kind of thing.
Yeah. I get more distracted watching TV than anything else.
Yeah, see, music on, you can do other stuff. You
distracts
can walk
me
around
more.
and get, be on the computer, get stuff done. TV, you got to sit there and watch it.
Number 6, drink a glass of water. No, I take a sip of ice water with my pills. You know, I got
a damn glass of Pepsi.
I gotta take my medicine in the morning. Number 5, turning lights on. Well, of course you turn your lights on. I mean, what
This is ridiculous. And who drinks water? I thought coffee was the thing.
I think we're coming up to that.
Oh, okay.
Number 4, wash your face with cold water. Does anybody slap cold water on their face to wake up?
No, I take a shower.
That would make me cry.
What's that?
But that would make me cry.
Number 3, take a shower.
Because it reminds me.
Why would it make you cry, Nikki?
Of the cold slap in the face I got from life.
Yes, exactly. Cold slap in the face.
Reminds me of my first love. He slapped me in the face.
Now, I was talking about life slapped her in the face, and you turned it into...
I don't know what he's turning it into.
It makes me sad. Let's see. Number 2, brushing your teeth. Love that. I mean, that's just bullshit. Ridiculous. And number 1, drink. What a stupid list. Number 1, drinking coffee.
Caffeine.
That's how people wake up. Oh, well. Not much of a list.
Nobody goes to the bathroom.
Yeah. First thing I do is relieve my bowels. Take care of business. You know what I mean? So I had that big,
oh, God.
I had that big
First
steak.
thing I do is try to get out of a bed without disturbing a sleeping cat. Shh, he's sleeping.
You actually don't wake up your cat when you get up.
No.
That's actually very kind of you.
I don't know how many pet owners do that, but we will go out of our, well, I will. I think Terry does too, out of the way to not wake up a cat that's sleeping. Like out of respect for the cat.
Yeah.
It's just always something I've done. I didn't have pets really as a little kid, so I only know them as adult. So I just never wanted to wake up a sleeping cat out of like respect. You know, it's asleep. You don't wake it up. Try not to be too loud. Cat's asleep.
Yeah, no, if I kick a pet, so be it.
What?
Well, I'm saying we have pets that will jump in our bed too, but if I accidentally kick one, you know what I mean? I'm accidentally going to kick one.
Oh my God.
I don't go out of my way to keep, you know, I don't go out of my way to keep from disturbing the pet.
Yeah, I could become like a ninja, getting out of a bed without disturbing a cat who's sleeping on top of the covers.
That's very kind of you.
Right.
My dog, by the time I wake up, my dog has burrowed himself between my legs. Like I'll sleep on my side. My dog likes to get right, like from my butt down to my knee, behind my leg. He seems to fit in there like it's a puzzle piece or something. So when I wake up, the dog's gonna wake up because as soon as I pull my covers off, they land on him. But he seems to roll over and go right back to bed. And then if we do have cats, but they'll sleep closer to my wife. That's the pet situation that we have. But if I wake them up, I wake them up. They have the ability
No, that's just mean.
They have the ability to go back to bed, you know,
yeah.
and fall back asleep literally like that. You know, I don't. People are now talking about doing the wake and bake. Nobody does. I mean, Jimmy was the last one I knew who woke up every morning and smoked pot. People don't
I
do
know
that,
a lot
do
of
they?
people that do.
I know a lot of people that do that.
Rocky, do you smoke weed before the show?
You know, I don't know anybody that just smokes a little bit of marijuana. You know, I know people who don't smoke it at all, or people who smoke it 4 or 5 times a day or more. It seems like it's either one or the other.
I mean, I'm
And
saying,
most of those people, before they go to work.
do you light up? Do you light up before doing the show?
Yeah, I wake up at like 5 o'clock.
And you light up? I'll be damned. So maybe the weed helps you wake up.
I don't think it helps you. Well, maybe. Just to put me in the right frame of mind for dealing with people. But I don't even have that excuse now.
Yeah. No, I drink a little coffee. That's it.
See, I don't drink coffee. I don't really have any vice other than that. I don't drink coffee, don't drink beer, don't smoke cigarettes.
All you do is smoke some weed.
There's people that got to get up and have that first morning cigarette. I got to have that morning cigarette with that coffee first thing.
Yeah, you're right. I know that smoking of a cigarette is still, for people who are smokers, they still like it in the morning.
There's people that get up first thing, got to have that ass.
Yeah.
First thing.
I used to date a smoker many years ago. I dated a smoker. And that girl would get out of bed and immediately, the first thing she would do is, hack her lungs out and then go have a smoke.
Yes. Gotta fill these back up.
The only thing is
they feel so empty now.
As someone who isn't a smoker, it's like, if someone isn't a smoker, you start asking yourself, like, what in the hell? You can't even breathe when you wake up. The first thing you're doing is smoking a cigarette. You start asking a lot of those questions. So maybe that's why those relationships don't last very long, right?
Right.
I mean, you'd think you'd have to share something with the person you're married to. I mean, it's been a long time, but I don't think I could be in that relationship like that anymore, with someone who smokes. It's very bizarre.
There's different levels of smoking too.
This girl would wake up and start coughing. And literally,
yeah, that kind of stuff.
That's the first thing she does. And then literally after doing that, and it's been a long time, but then after doing that, she would light up a cigarette and go out on the patio and smoke it, because I told her I didn't want to smoke it in my house. I'm like, you can't smoke. You got to go out, We don't smoke in this home unless, of course, we're drinking.
Because the alcohol will absorb the smoke.
Well, you just don't care who's smoking with
right.
alcohol. But I never got the whole wake up coughing and the first thing you have to do is have a cigarette. I just find that very odd. 9:50.
Probably a psychological thing.
9:51. Let me take this quick break.
Make sure you check out the Morning Disaster app on iPhone and Android. You'll find the app in Google Play and the iPhone App Store. The app is brought to you by Recontex. It's time for you to get detail-oriented. They can clean your car inside and out, and consider this a tsunami warning. If you don't get a fresh coat of Tsunami from Recontex, your car is going to look old and tired. Call 670-1132, 670-1132, and schedule your detail today. Recontex, 820 East Black Avenue, Springfield. When it comes to furniture, if you turn to someone you don't trust, you could have a disaster on your hands. Get furniture made for the long haul. It's all about quality American-made furniture at Hendricks Home Furnishings. It's a short drive from Springfield to Verdon, or they'll deliver to you. Either way, you'll find the kind of great service they've provided since 1949. You'll find top names like Lazy Boy, Craftmaster, Smith Brothers of Bern, Southern Motion, Durham, Universal, Canadell, Archbold, Weinsberg, and many more. So come to Hendricks Home Furnishings, 217 North Springfield Street, Verdon.
The Morning Disaster is brought to you by DTE Technologies. DTE Technologies has been in the IT business for more than a decade, and they provide efficient and reliable services for a wide range of computer and networking services to businesses of all size and home PC users. DTE can be your IT department 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. DTE specializes in computer networking, computer repair, business consulting, web design, and DTE Technologies can help you save money just by switching your company's landline phones to internet phone service. Call DTE Technologies at 217-408-0001 or email DTE at info@dtetechnologies.com.
All right, let me plan your lunch for you. This is what I'm going to do. I'm planning your lunch today. Turkey and provolone from Head West Substop. That's what you're going to get today. And you're going to be grateful for it. It is amazing. They have that delicious sweet French bread that they make every single morning. They've got all those locations. The original one on West Jefferson. You've got the West Side, Robbins Road locations. You've got the Northeast Side of Denver Drive location. The Southern View location on South 6th Street Road. You got Jacksonville, got Decatur. No matter where you are, there is a Head West Substop nearby to give you a great day. When you want a great sub, you know you've got to head west. And Simply CBD, guys, Simply CBD has different ways to take CBD, which can calm you. It's good for anxiety. It is great for pain. I have chronic knee pain. I use my CBD balm and oil every single day. It helps make life easier. It's Simply CBD, just south of Wabash on the Wabash MacArthur curve, or their new location, Sangamon Center North. It's Simply CBD. All right. And let's also welcome Two Men in a Truck to the show. Our newest advertiser, Two Men in a Truck. Call them if you're going to be moving anything. 2 Men in a Truck can help you get it done. It's 2 men and a truck. All right. Welcome back. There's no Sean Balint today.
It's a Monday.
But Sean actually stopped by my house. He stopped by my house Friday night. Like around 11:30 or something.
Oh my God.
Who stops by someone's house at like 11:30 at night?
Nobody.
Sean Balint.
Yeah. Sean does. I mean, seriously, who stops by that late? Sean Balint does. He doesn't care. I'm telling you. It is. I mean, am I wrong when I say that's too late?
Yes, that's too late.
He stopped
unannounced.
Well, yeah. He sent me before he got there. He sent me a text saying he's going to come by.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's too late.
And then he sent it around 10 o'clock. All right.
I mean, if no one in the house had a job, that'd be one thing. But your wife works.
Well, my wife,
yeah, that's
yeah.
too late.
And my wife went to bed. So Sean comes into the house, and then DJ's like, "Oh, fuck this." She just goes to bed. So I got to sit up with him for 2 hours as he won't leave.
For 2 hours?
He's just bullshitting. Yeah. Literally, that's not a. I mean,
you know what Rocky doesn't seem to understand.
I mean, I don't want to seem like an asshole, but that's
was
kinda,
that sentence ever said?
That's kind of late, you know.
It's more than kind of late. And to stay for 2 hours.
No, we talked about you, Rocky, but here's what he says. He goes, "I can't believe you got Rocky to join you on the show." And I go, why is that so unbelievable? You know what I mean? I'm like, he's my friend. I like broadcasting with him. Why is that so unbelievable? Well, I'm not saying that. It's like, no, wait a minute.
What was he saying?
Well, he says, he goes, "I can't believe you got Rocky to do that show." He goes, "And you get Nick every day. And you just found him off the street?" And I'm like, no. Like,
lying in the gutter.
I'm like, no, his background is radio. I didn't. I mean, Sean's acting like I'm pulling homeless people off the street to come to the show with me.
Because you can't have him.
But no, the people on the show all have experience. Nick worked at what was the name of that? Q&A or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I was at Q&A.
Yeah. So I knew that Nick had broadcasted before, and yet Sean was under the impression that I don't know where he thinks I found him, but he was under the impression I was just finding people and throwing them on the air. And I'm like, no, these people have experience.
Because Sean thinks that he should be doing it with you as the number one partner, and nobody else should be on.
But I mean,
because he's the best talent there is.
But I can't trust him. he's not even on. You know what? The thing about me, my co-host is, you have to be here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's if you can count on people, of course it's going to make it more important to me than those who you can't count on.
Right.
So, you know, what else am I to do? So that's what we talked about. And when he was talking about Rocky, I go, we have fun. I said, literally, we literally get on there and we laugh for a couple hours, and then we wrap it up and we're done. I just don't know how you talked him into it. I said, it wasn't a big thing.
I contacted you.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know they fired him, or I'd have contacted him 2 months earlier. I mean, it was Terry, Rocky's husband, started coming in the chat room and stuff. And then he eventually showed up. And then as soon as he told me he had nothing, that he wasn't on the air anymore, I'm like, oh shit, come on, join the show. But Sean was acting like, you know.
We sat down to the typical radio contract signing, and well, I agree to do this, and
yeah. I
have to have a package chip though.
By the way, one of our listeners, Sean from North Carolina, he tried the Packy Chip Challenge on Facebook, and he was crying like a bitch. he couldn't keep it in his mouth for 5 minutes. He was crying like a bitch.
Well, the next one, the Toe of Satan one, I don't know if that's going to be here by Wednesday or not.
Well, we'll do it, you know, we'll do it
the following Wednesday.
After you get it.
But the thing is for some reason, it costs like 50 cents more to get 2.
Really?
So I went ahead and ordered 2 of them.
Okay.
Does anybody want the other one?
Yeah, someone to take the challenge against you.
Yeah. I mean, I know there's already one person, but he's got his own.
Yeah, Mini Stink ordered his from wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll do it. We'll do it whenever you get it. I think Nick should try it.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody wanted to try it, I would have to send it to them. So I would have to know beforehand.
What was that, Nick?
No, thank you.
Nikki?
Oh, I can't handle the heat.
Anybody in the chat room? Bubba? When do you guys want to try this?
I'd have to get it to them some way.
No, I'm not. I can't eat hot food. No, are you kidding?
I can't either.
Or at least somebody to send it to that can verify how hot it is. Just by like maybe smelling it or something. So that I'm not one of the people on the show.
Yeah.
So I'm not just over here alone going, oh my God, this is so hot. Somebody else can be like, yeah, it is.
What is with all the echo?
We should have Belinda do it. We should have Belinda do it.
Oh, come on now. It has to be somebody on camera.
Well, I'm just saying, it'd be nice to get like Sean from North Carolina was crying on camera. It was pretty interesting to see him crying.
And that chip is like down here compared to the Toe of Satan.
Brent's saying he would pay a lot of money to watch Nikki try it.
I don't do hot foods.
The Toe of Satan sucker.
Well, I will send the other one to Ray, and then you can see if you can find somebody like Goose or somebody, or you can just smell it or whatever yourself and testify how hot this thing is.
I wonder if that's something that Jason. Did Jason say he likes hot food?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I know that I'd like to have Rocky, Mini Stink, and one other person do the Toe of Satan challenge. And Nick and I, we need to be clear-headed and focused so we can broadcast it.
No, I'm just saying I would send it to one of you two just so you could verify that this thing is hot, not to do the challenge.
Right.
But so somebody else besides me could actually.
I'll smell it.
So you would smell it.
You'd make it happen. Send half to each of you.
So you would smell it, Nick, to just prove it's hot.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. So I think mini stink.
There's somebody else that would know that I'm not sitting here being fake or something, or because this thing's gonna. Yeah.
Well, to check
it's not going to be like the chip challenge.
Let's check with Jason and see what day he's available. Maybe he'd try it. I don't remember if Jason said he liked hot stuff or not.
I don't think so. And he's got to work that day.
Well, I could always go to my Facebook and just ask, hey, who would be willing to do this? You know.
But they have to be on camera. That's the thing. It can't be some.
You got to be on camera. Yeah.
And they got to be available.
You got to be on cam with us. There you go. And then we'll
Just do it through your phone. You'll be fine.
Yeah. We'll watch them take the challenge. It would be interesting because Nikki's too big a puss to try it.
As are you.
I've never liked hot stuff.
The hottest I can do is like a peppercini. Peppercini? What are they called? Things that they put in the pizza box.
And all that Carolina Reaper, but it's even hotter. It's like 9 million Scoville rating when most things are like in the thousands.
Yeah, that's the hottest I can do.
Yeah, the Toe of Satan, there's nowhere to go from there. That's the bad thing. It's once you've done that, there's no.
You think the Toe of Satan is the hottest thing out there? There was somebody the other day that said that they got some barbecue sauce that's super hot.
That's cute. The Toe of Satan is the hottest thing there is.
I will say
there's not a close second.
You did that Packy chip, and you literally for an hour and a half. You were fine, and I watched Sean from Carolina do it. Within 5 minutes, he was crying like a bitch, and he had given up, and he was drinking immediately.
Well, my eyes were watering. I was crying at the very beginning. I don't know if it was maybe hard to see, but
yeah, he was.
I wasn't like sobbing and short of breath or whatever, but I had tears coming down my eyes.
But you sucked it up and took it the way you're supposed to, where a man does it.
Well, like I said, the big hot wings guy that has the hundreds of hot wings challenges with all the celebrities. Sean Evans is his name, and he has that First We Feast channel, and it's huge, millions of views on each video. Big celebrities. He went 3 minutes and then acted like he won. He had a little red hourglass timer. It's 3 minutes. And okay, cool, I'm done. It's like 3 minutes.
You went an hour and a half.
Yeah, but the thing on there, like Jason was saying, that 5 minutes was like I don't know what they called it, panty waist or something or whatever, and he was 2 minutes less than that.
I think the video of you doing the taking the Packy challenge, that's one of my. I don't have a lot of TikTok views.
Oh yeah, you hashtagged it wrong too. It's supposed to be hashtag one chip challenge.
Oh, I did it wrong.
Not Packy. So add that to it. They'll probably get even more.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that one was watched by, and like I said, people usually don't watch my TikToks. I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know who the hell that guy thinks he is. Yeah, so it's got some views of people watching. I mean, it doesn't have anywhere like, I don't have Nick Talk views or anything like that, but there's some views of people who watch the one chip challenge. And then there's people taking it, they can't even last 5 minutes. I mean, come on. I mean, how give up.
And then act like you won.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. And like saluting, they were able to go 5 minutes. It's like, come on.
That guy's got a huge channel. I'm sure some people in the chat room probably have seen the Hot Wings challenge, what he does with celebrities, and he lays out 6 different wings with 6 different sauces. The sauces get hotter, and by the time they're on sauce 4 or 5, the celebrities are just like, can't even hardly talk. But he's used to it. And then he does this thing, and it's like nothing. 3 minutes.
Oh, I'll be damned. Fat420 says, wow, it's 10 already. Time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, I didn't realize until I read that. It's 10:08. This show is getting quicker and quicker. I'm serious. I feel like it should be 9:15 and it's 10:08.
So that OnlyFans talk.
Yeah.
Time just flies.
So I'm trying to find out what I could do that somebody would pay to watch me do.
I think you found it. I think this is it.
Yeah. This is it. This is it. But I don't see us moving the show. We should move a subscriber show over to OnlyFans. Would be very funny. Oh well. The OnlyFans, do they have a video server for people to put their videos up?
Well, yeah.
I do think it'd be funny if we did an OnlyFans version of the show.
Upload here, just like YouTube.
Except our girls would be topless. All the co-hosts,
They'll still be on the phone, so you can't see, but just trust us.
all the co-hosts would be topless. Like we'll do the show topless for an OnlyFans.
Yes. It's like OnlyFans on the honor system. Trust us, she's naked. You just gotta see it. Here's what she's doing now.
I bet Nikki has done the show naked before.
Have not.
I'm just saying that we never see you. How do we know?
I don't know.
I bet you've done the show just hanging around in your panties.
Nope.
Like a pervert.
That t-shirt and my panties on.
T-shirt and my panties.
Yep.
No.
I got the fan on me. It's hot in here. It's hot in here. The fan's blowing up between my legs.
Oh my goodness.
I bet that's
You're
happening.
You need to go. You need to work out or something.
I'm just drying off the cooch. I got a breeze. Got a gentle breeze. A summer breeze in between my legs. Yep. Got the coochie cooler going on. Just drying off. Just don't mind me. Just drying off my cooch. All right.
You find the weirdest things funny.
What's that crumb? I ain't ate that in 2 days.
I get enjoyment out of that. I'm sorry. I mean, the thought of, whew, my cooch is sweating. Hold on. Let me redirect this fan. Get some breeze down there. Sort of cool it off. Stop the sweating.
Starts sounding like somebody blowing in a soda bottle.
Oh my God. Reggie, don't add to it.
What is that? No.
Oh God. Don't mind me. I'm just eating an ice cream sandwich with my coochie cooler pointed this way.
Oh my goodness. It's time for you to go.
What's that sound? It sounds like a recorder. All right, we should probably wrap it up. All right, I want to thank everybody for listening today. As always, we had a fun time. So we've come to the conclusion that there's nothing I could do on OnlyFans. But
Catch the show on OnlyFans at onlyfans.com/ChubbyRay.
yeah. But if anybody's got an idea, just send it to me. You know. Like you could watch Ray's OnlyFans where I scratch my anus with various things.
Oh my God.
Like I'm gonna my anus itches. I'm gonna scratch it with Here's like a spoon.
And then we can make a video with actual record scratching, like a rap in it. And then the video would go like with the
with the scratching of the ass.
Right.
Or a ladle. Oh, today I'll be scratching my ass with a number 2 pencil. I'll be using the
You had
eraser.
a thing where you scratched your ass with a different thing every day, and you got up to about 50 videos. I bet you would get subscribers. You would find this odd. There's something everybody wants, some for everybody.
What kind of sicko? What kind of sicko would want to watch a morbidly obese man scratch his rectum?
Again, do you want me to send them to you?
I'm going to scratch my ass with a different item every day.
They're called chubby chasers.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to scratch my ass with this here water bottle.
Yeah, you'd have to make sure that it becomes more and more outrageous as it goes along. You don't want to.
Today I'm going to be scratching my ass
big and end up with a water bottle.
I'll be scratching my ass with this Green Lantern action figure. Here we go. All right, Green Lantern, do your magic. That'd be that. There's the whole only page. There's the whole only page subject matter is me scratching my
Green
ass.
Lantern be like, beat me up, Scotty. Scotty be like, wrong show. Green Lantern be like, I don't give a fuck. Get me the fuck out of here. I will be on Star Trek.
Today I'll be using just anything I can find. I will scratch my ass with it. That's the whole show. There's got to be some kind of sicko that would pay for that. There's got to be. All right, we should wrap it up. We'll take off, you guys. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So long, everybody. Have a great rest of your Monday. You better wake up, sleepyhead, get your fat butt out of bed. There's a man who got up at 4 a.m. just to play you Zeppelin and Pearl Jam. Raymond Lytle is his name. Some have called him just a bit insane. Well, you may find him a little idiotic, but his is the only morning show you can say has really got it. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. With Central Illinois' morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. Sean Boleyn Scott, news and sports. Bodine's running down North Grand in his undershorts. Michelle will dwell on things colored pink and purple. They'll explain why Jim made a remake of that movie called The Black Hole. Slam the door, turn the key, get on the road now. The Central Illinois morning way to get down. It's nasty, it's dirty, but it's funny, 'cause it's the Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. He's lewd, he's rude, he's crude, but it doesn't matter, 'cause he's the morning master of rock and roll and laughter. Raymond Lytle's morning disaster. That's going to wrap up today's show, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the show starting at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning. Let's start the replay of today's show.
Fantasy.
Hot Carl. The Hot Carl.
Every